Hello and welcome to Electric Bike Report. My name is Pete and this is the Electric Bike Company Model C electric cruiser bike in for testing and review. This is a pretty interesting electric bike because there's a lot of customization options as well as just an overall focus on durability. These bikes are designed and assembled in California, so they really focus on quality control and selecting a nice quality selection of componentry. So first of all, you've got the hydroform aluminum frame here. There's also a step-through option. Then the rear rack that's welded right to the frame for solid, sturdy connection for supporting the battery pack and built-in charger. It's a pretty interesting feature. The rear rack is also super sturdy for carrying extra cargo. There's the single-speed mechanical gear as well as 5 electric speed levels and the throttle. There's ways to set this up for class 1, 2, and 3 electric bike, as well as an alarm system, a bunch of different accessory options like this front cargo basket here. So just a lot of really interesting features built into this bike. And this is a video overview, and I'll have a full review for you at electricbikereport.com, and there's a link to that in the notes for this video. The Model C here starts at $2,299, and there's, like I said, other customization and accessory options that you can add to that. So first of all, let's take a look at the frame and fork, and there's a lot of details built into the frame here. First of all, you'll notice the connection of the basket here. This is an optional cargo basket on the front that bolts right to the head tube, and this is just a super solid connection here, and the cargo basket can support up to 65 pounds of weight. And just taking a look at the cargo basket right here, is you can see that it has a really sturdy exterior sort of cage construction, as well as interior metal mesh to keep everything in there. But overall, it's just a very sturdy basket. And here at the front, the bolted connection is just very solid. And you can see that some of the cables run through that head tube connection there, just to provide a slightly cleaner look and some cable protection. And then taking a look at the head tube, nice thick aluminum welds. There's the internal cable routing here within the top tube. There's some coming back here. You can see internal cable routing behind the seat tube area as well. Kind of creates a neat sort of aerodynamic profile of that seat tube. And similarly here at the head tube, it has a sort of an ovalized look to it and kind of an arch. And there is the step-through model, which kind of swoops down to follow the down tube curve there. And yeah, just a really nice styling. And then taking a look at the rear rack is welded right to the seat stays here. And this is a pretty solid rear rack. You can see that it's pretty thick aluminum, and there's multiple attachment points here on the top as well as the side. You can add saddlebags to this, or a basket on top, or even a surf rack that attaches to the side. So a lot of just different options with carrying cargo on the back rack, and it's just nice to see that it's just all welded right to the frame for a super solid connection. And then another detail here is the chain guard that's attached to the frame. Nice way to just keep your pant legs clean, and definitely adds some style to the Model C here. And coming back to the front of the bike, here's the steel fork that has sort of a swooping design that really matches the beach cruiser styling of the Model C here. And then these are the optional fenders here that are a metal fender. There's also the option for a wood fender set, and also the option for a wood chain guard as well. Those are some of the optional accessories that you can choose from. Okay, so let's take a look at the drive system. So first of all, there's the single-speed mechanical gear that drives back to this geared rear hub motor. And this is a pretty interesting system because Electric Bike Company really focuses on keeping things simple, low maintenance, and very quiet. With this single-speed drive system, there's really not much to be done as far as maintenance, and it's just very quiet. That the chain doesn't really bounce around when you're going over rough terrain. So Yeah, the idea is that you've got 5 different levels of pedal assist, or 5 different levels of speeds that are built into the pedal assist system, which is a cadence sensor based system. And then there's also the throttle. So kind of using the combination of the throttle, pedal assist, and the mechanical single speed system here. It's a really nice sort of simple setup. The rear hub here is rated at 500 watts and it will peak at 1200, and the bike can be set up for class 1, 2, or 3 electric bike configurations. So pretty nice that you can customize that. And there is also the option for using a 7-speed with a derailleur system if you want. Okay, so let's take a look at the battery and the built-in charger. First of all, here's the built-in charger area. Remove the weather cover, and here's the charge plug. It just extends out the side like that, and it's really handy. So when you get home and you want to just give the bike a quick charge, just plug it into the outlet. Similarly, if you're out and about, it's a nice way to just get a little extra charge. And this extends out about 64 inches long, and then to retract, just give it a little tug and it retracts back into the side of the battery pack there. And then put the weather cover back on. And then to remove the battery, it's pretty easy. Just turn the lock there with one of the supplied keys, and then pull on the back of the battery pack, and it will extend out of the back of the rack area. Here's a look at the back of the rack, and there's the on-off button for the battery pack, as well as another charge port right there, and that's for the faster charger that Electric Bike Company sells as an optional accessory. And then to reinstall, basically the same in reverse, just slide it into the back of the rack there. It gives a little chirp because this bike actually has an alarm system. And then to lock it in place, just make sure the battery is pushed into the back there, turn the key, remove it, and then just double check the back of the battery to make sure it's in there. There's also a battery level indicator on the back here, as well as there's a battery level indicator on the display as well. So there's also the optional alarm system, and this is pretty cool because it's pretty similar to a car alarm. You set it here and it gives a beep, and then if the bike starts to be tampered with, the alarm will start to sound, and you can stop it with the unlock feature here. But this is pretty nice because I don't think many bike thieves would be expecting a bike alarm system. So let's take a look at the wheel set and tires on the Model C. So first of all, the wheels are hand built at their facility in California, and they use a 2-inch wide jet set aluminum rim and 13 gauge stainless steel spokes and nipples, so very solid wheel set overall. And it's really nice to see that attention to detail because it really makes a difference in just, you know, the overall ride feel. A nice solid durable wheel set, especially with a nice beach cruiser style bike like this. It just helps to provide a nice stable ride feel. And then you got the Maxxis Gypsy tires here, and these are 26 by 2.1 inches wide. They're an e-bike tire, and they've got a bit of puncture protection built in. And the tires have sort of a balloon style that matches the beach cruiser look pretty well. Pretty smooth tread for an efficient ride. And additionally, the tubes have sealant in them, so it helps to really prevent any kind of flats. Okay, so let's take a look at the ride position. The handlebars have that classic beach cruiser style where they're very wide, swept back, and very upright for a very comfortable position. Additionally, Electric Bike Company has spec'd an adjustable stem, so the angle of the stem can be adjusted to position the handlebars with the reach and height that you would want. So it's just a really nice adjustment feature. And then looking back here at the seat, you can see that the position between the seat and the handlebars is fairly short and just generally in an upright position. The seat itself is a leather seat with a fairly wide profile for just an overall comfortable ride feel. In addition, Electric Bike Company offers a suspension seat post as an option if you want a little more comfortable ride if you tend to ride on rough roads. Okay, so Tektro Dorado hydraulic disc brakes help to slow down the Model C. They have a nice large brake lever for a comfortable feel, as well as the brake levers, the reach can be adjusted to fit the size of your hand. And then taking a look down here is the Tektro hydraulic disc brake caliper with 180 millimeter rotors. And these have that typical solid hydraulic disc brake engagement feel and a lot of power as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the handlebar area. On the left side here is the Electric Bike Company leather grip. These have lock-on collars, so the grip is solidly attached to the handlebar. The Tektro Dorado hydraulic disc brake lever for the front brake. The control pad here, you adjust the different pedal assist levels with the up and down arrow. There's the on-off button right here. And then taking a look at the new color LCD display here, you've got information like your battery level, your current pedal assist level, the wattage or power that the motor is providing, the current speed, and then when you hit the center button you can cycle through and see your average speed and your max speed. You've also got trip time, total time, trip distance, and overall odometer, so a lot of good information right there. Also a USB charge port underneath the display for charging a smartphone or other USB device when you're out and about. And then over here is the Tektro rear hydraulic disc brake lever, the thumb throttle right here, and then that leather grip as well. Alright, so that's a video overview of the Electric Bike Company Model C. Make sure you check out the full review, and there's a link to it in the notes for this video. That includes a bunch of detailed pictures, specifications, ride characteristics, range test results, pros, cons, and overall thoughts. All at electricbikereport.com.